Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So, today's gonna be an interesting vlog. I'm having another cigar. Gonna use my Cuban Crafters Perfect Cutter. Love this thing. I'm having a Camacho Ecuador. Now, I've never had a Camacho cigar, or Camacho. What do you think? Camacho. I can, I can speak English, sort of. um, Never had one of these before, but I hear they're really good, or can be, or I don't know. Honestly, I've heard a lot of talk about them. So I decided to give a couple a try. I have a couple up there in my humidor up over yonder. Well, actually, one more besides this one, and that's the red label. I think it's called the Corojo or something like that. I don't know. I'm also using my Prometheus Magma T lighter. Love Prometheus. I love this lighter. Never have to fill it. It's got a huge reserve. So, and I got a 2-year warranty on it that comes free with the lighter. So, just freaking love it. So, what have I been up to? I've done a lot. Today was a long day. The reason why I'm having so many cigars tonight is because I've earned it. I started this morning at, well, no, okay, so, did I do a vlog yesterday? No. Did I do a vlog Tuesday? No. So I gave a lesson on Tuesday at 6 in the morning in Boston. Yeah. Then I gave a lesson. Then I got a lesson at 8 from my coach, which is brutal. That's the only way you can get better is if you work really hard. So, and then I played a. Then I went worked at Sports Authority. Came back, gave. Yeah, I work for Sports Authority. I'm a tech at Sports Authority. Don't work at Sports Authority. Trying to get out of there as soon as possible. I just started and I want out. Um, and then yesterday I played a match against a kid I lost to in that tournament. Played another match. I played better, but the heat and how hot it was out. It was 108 degrees on the court, so it was a little toasty. I took the first set 6-1. I blew him off the court, no problem. He got one game. Second set, I was up 3-1. I was at 40 love on my serve, serving to go up 4-1. Would have repeated the second set. Then he pushed really hard. He broke me. We got back on serve, and he ended up winning 4-6. Uh, or I ended up losing 4-6. He won 6-4. I never get the order of the freaking games. So, and then I lost the third set in tiebreaker. We played a third set tiebreaker because we didn't want to play third set. It was so hot. I lost 8-6. So, uh, it was good. It was fun. It was just, in order to beat him, you had to maintain a. You had to be really intense. And and I did the first set, but it's just you you know after winning a set by that much, you start to fall into a kind of a comfort zone, or sort of like that, where it's like, oh, you think it's going to be easy, when really, no, you just played like incredible the first set, and it's not so easy, and you have to do it again, but you kind of feel like it was because you won by so much that you kind of dial it back, and then you end up losing. Oops. But yeah, once again, better player won. He freaking it's really hard mentally to come back from to losing the first set losing the first set 1-6. To have that mental toughness to stay in there and win the next set and win the tiebreaker. Good for him. Better player won. In this case, it wasn't the more finesse player who won. It was the one who was more mentally tough. And you know what? Sometimes that counts more. Obviously, in this match, he beat me again. Also, a couple things came in today. I am demoing new rackets. This is the Wilson 6195S. I'm demoing new rackets because I have elbow problems and shoulder problems, so I need a softer frame. I also want one with a little bit more control to it. So I'm demoing this one. Because it's a little bit more closed pattern than my other one, so looking forward to trying that. It's a little bit more control oriented. It's got a smaller head. Though what I worry about is that it feels really stiff. So I'm like, might really hurt my arm. So gonna try that out. Kind of excited. I got 4 to try that I'm trying out. Let me grab another one. Back here, this is the Wilson Blade. The Wilson Blade 98S. It's a 1816 pattern. Wow, a lot of smoke coming out of these cigars. It's got the spin effect technology from Wilson. I kind of feel it's a little bit softer than the other one, so I'm kind of more excited to try this one. But it's it's a little bit more open. It's a little bit, but it's plusher feeling, so it should be exciting, interesting to play with it. So, excited for that one. I've always recommended that one to clients because I know it's kind of like in the middle of the road of everything. Here's another one. I got another Wilson Blade 98. This is a 1820. So this is the most dense string pattern I think out there, or that's like on average. And it's in the Wilson Blade 98. I really kind of like the feeling of this one. This is like one of the ones that I'm like, I like the balance point of it. I like the weight of it. I wish it was a little more heavy, but I like it. This has got to be one of the top 2 ones that I feel, or like by just like picking it up and kind of waving it around and kind of getting a feel for it. This is in the top 2 of the 4 that I have. So I'm kind of really excited to try that one. And the last, but certainly not least, of the ones that I'm trying out, and this has got to be probably my favorite feeling one so far, the Wilson Pro Staff 90. Now, my coach thinks I'm nuts for trying to play with this racket because it's such a small head. It's 90 square inches. And right now I play with a 99 square inch, so this is almost 10 square inches smaller than the one that I play with. But actually, believe it or not, I play, when I'm just out there fooling around with friends, I actually play with an 85 square inch head. And it's because it's my mother's old one from when she played in high school, and it's back when it was made out of aluminum. So it's an old aluminum racket, so I do like the smaller head sizes, and this one's actually got my favorite weight to it. It's 12 ounces. I do like a really heavy racket, but the swing weight is like in the 320 range. That's still high, but it's not like ridiculously high. Like the one that I have is like 333, which is pretty high. Federer's new one is 335, but this is his old one. This is the old Federer racket that he used to use. So I'm kind of looking forward to trying that out. Especially because it's really control oriented. Like I said, it's got a good mass behind it, which I love. I love heavy rackets. So I'm really excited for this one. And it's got It's got a leather grip. I always put leather grips on my rackets, or the rackets that I play matches with, I put leather grips on because I feel really nice, firm grip, so I feel it really connected to the ball. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out. That's all my tennis updates. Here's what happened to me today. And it's been a long day. I got a couple bills coming in. I have a couple moving, or not moving violations, but sort of violations. So, there's an interstate where I kind of live called, it's I-90. Past 95, out west, it's basically you get a little card and it's like 70 cents to go like 10 exits. So it's like, I mean, it's still a toll, but it's not bad. So I'm like, and I had to take, it actually goes to 93 to 95 too, not just 95 out west, but also from 93 to 95 in Boston. So I'm like, I gotta take this to go to a lesson. So I did. So I'm thinking, oh, I got 75 cents, no big deal. You know, I was kind of running low on change, but I got 75 cents, so it's, you know, I'm only going 2 exits, or 3 exits. No big deal. I got plenty. I could do that double. So, I'm like, okay, no big deal. Little was I aware that they changed the price from Boston to from 93 to 95 to $1.25 to get on. I'm like, well, shit. First citation. Then there's another $1.25 to get off 2 exits later. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. No, citation number 2. Then I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. Then I decide, so I'm like, okay, then, fuck. So, I get the bill in the mail. $60. I went 3 miles. I kid you not, I went 3 miles. I'm like, you just charged me $20 a mile. If I'm gonna be charged $20 per mile, I'll walk it. I'll take my bike, Jesus. On top of that, oh, I got that bill in recently. On top of that, today, I parked in a residential parking only area, which is ridiculous. Because, well, I was there for an hour, I just needed to give a tennis lesson and leave. And it was at the time where everybody was kind of at work, because it was kind of in the middle of the day, and it's a weekday, so I'm like, everybody's at work, and there's no real problem with the parking area, in the area. You know, there's no, like, issue of, well, there was issues of finding parking on the other side of the street where it wasn't residential parking only. And it was actually people parking along the non-residential residential parking only anyway, so it was kind of packed in there. I'm like, I'm just here for an hour. I just got to give this tennis lesson because there's no parking near those tennis courts. That's my big pet peeve with Boston. There's no parking. And so, and my client doesn't have a car to go anywhere else. So, I went there. And I parked there many times, like before this. So I parked there. And I come back with a parking ticket of $120. I'm like, you're joking. You're kidding me. So, after that lovely start to the day, I'm working at Sports Authority, got overrun with bikes because there's so many different brake setups that I actually ran into a brake setup that I never trained on before. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it, and customers getting pissed. So dealt with that. This is gonna be a rush vlog, so dealt with that. Customer was chewing down my ass. So today I'm relaxing. I'm having a cigar. Good way to end the day. I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!